Greetings. If you're watching this video, it's for one reason and one reason alone. That's to learn why Surge365 is so special. What makes it different from any other opportunity out there? What makes it a one-of-a-kind, invite-only opportunity that you need to get on board with? It is different than any other travel club membership or any other travel opportunity that is being presented right now. Why? Why is Surge365 so special? Well, to answer that, we're going to refer to our president, James Tackett. James Tackett has been in the industry of marketing and promotion for many years. He's done videos and promotional materials for every major direct sales company in the industry. He's also done specifically materials and videos for 7 different travel companies. So he's been around travel, he's been around marketing, he's been around promotion for a very long time. And none of those 7 companies could recruit him. However, with the invention of Surge365, it was something so special that he had to get on board. And in this following video, he explains why it just blew his mind and he had to be a part of this. He did a Google Hangout with a whole lot of Surge business associates right when the product was launching. And this is that video. So enjoy it. It's about 13 minutes long. At the end, I'll post a link about how you can learn more and get on board today. This is, like I said, one of a kind. There's nothing like this out there, and it is life-changing. If you just like to travel, it is life-changing. If you want to go a little bit deeper and share this membership with others and get paid for it, be my guest. Join my team. I'll lead you along the right path. Well, have an awesome day. Be great. Remember that we are in the business of saving more, making more, and traveling more. With me, we're going to do it right.
Oh, he can't see it. Hold on a second, Jane. Let me see if I can show you the people.
Yeah, show me. I want to see the good-looking crowd you got there. All right. Wow, that's great. Good-looking crowd. That's awesome. Well, hey, can you guys hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, hey, I'm super excited to be even be invited to. I wish I was there with you, but I'm coming to you from my my house. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. I think it's about 70 degrees outside. I apologize. I'm wearing shorts. I'm not going to show you, but I promise it's nice here. Hey, that was an awesome meeting you did there, Malcolm, and I really appreciate it. Malcolm and I go way back, all the way back to prepaid legal. And I think Malcolm will tell you that company was built on tools. I bet Malcolm probably got in watching a video that I produced. Is that right, Malcolm?
It was a cassette tape probably first.
Oh yeah. It was a cassette tape or a reel-to-reel or something. That was a long time ago. Exactly. Well, hey, I want to talk to you guys about 2 things. And I listened to the whole presentation, and I just want to kind of focus on 2 parts that I think are going to be questions that you're going to be getting in the field, especially you guys, since you're already in the travel industry. You know that there's obviously other companies out there. So I just want to kind of give you a little bit of background and philosophy on what is different about Surge365 and how to kind of talk about it. Like Malcolm said, I've produced videos for 7 different travel companies over the last years, and there were some that I was interested in. I would do the video and I'd go, wow, this would be a great deal, and something would happen to it. YTB was an awesome company at the time. They really were. They had a niche. I mean, think about it. When YTB started, people were still sort of nervous to even use their credit card online, right? And that's how dramatic things have changed. But here's, I think, what is the key. And I'm just going to use 2 companies as an example because they're out there, pretty aggressively in the space right now. And I've done videos for both of these companies. I know the owners of both companies. They're great companies. Okay, but look at Paycation and let's look at WorldVentures. Their business model is not what we have. Okay, It's not what the Surge business model is, and this is what I think is most critical. Paycation is a great company, okay, but they're selling basically kind of what YTB sold, which was become a travel agent. Get the perks and benefits of being a travel agent. Go on fam trips, okay, but let's be realistic about fam trips. First of all, most of the time, you got to do a lot of work to get to go on a fam trip. You got to take a class. You know, you don't go during the peak season because it's too expensive. They're not going to give up rooms for a travel agent during peak season. You go when it's 195 degrees, right? Or you go when it's 0 degrees. Like right now, you can get great fam trips to Boston, I'm sure, right? But that's not a great model, and most people don't want to put in the work. And you guys know this happened in YTB. They don't want to put in the work to become a real travel agent. That's not what most, and even though it's great income, it's a great money, but it can be tough booking a group cruise for 30 people. Can anyone agree with that? There's a lot of details that you're responsible for, and that's a hard model. It's a good model if you put the time into it, but most people are not going to work a project like that, work a job. For them, that's a whole extra job. They don't have time to go to class and learn how to be a travel agent. They're not going to do that. So that's why I think that model's flawed, right? That the time of that has kind of passed. Let's look at WorldVentures. It's another great company. I've known Mike Asquay and Dan Stamen for over 20 years. They're great guys. And when they started, they had the dream trips, and a lot of people, most people, got involved with WorldVentures for the dream trips because they had these incredible deals, right? That's what people want. They want incredible deals. Here's the downside with a WorldVentures. Yeah, they have some pretty good deals, but they have very limited availability. There may only be 50 seats on that cruise for $199. Second thing they have is they do big group trips where you travel with the WorldVentures family, which is okay, but you know, I may not want to take my kids on the trip when they have it planned at their time, right, on their schedule. I want to go when it's convenient for me, not when the group has already decided when they're going. So I didn't get involved with WorldVentures because it's too limiting. Not enough availability, too limiting on time. So what I saw with Surge, and why I got so excited, was it's kind of the best of both worlds. First of all, we have fam trip-like pricing where you want to go when you want to go. The first deal I looked at that got me sold was going to Paris. My wife hasn't been to Paris. I've been before. She really wants to go. So I started looking, and I'm looking at a 5-star hotel in Paris. And I'm talking about on the Champs-Élysées. I'm talking about 3,000 thread count sheets, right? Antiques in the room. The most insane, great, awesome kind of trip you could ever take. Well, that hotel, list price, well, best price on internet, not just list price, best price on internet, for the week was over $5,000, okay? And you know, that's a lot of money. Not a lot of people are going to spend $5,000 for a week in Paris. That's kind of upper echelon. This is a 5-star place. So I'm looking on the Surge membership, and I look at it, and it's $2,700. Okay, well now all of a sudden, that's realistic. $2,700. That what I save pays for 2 round-trip tickets. So now all of a sudden, that trip that I was dreaming about or that I wish I could take is now affordable. Okay. So I'm like, well, that's a great deal. Let me check some more. So I go back online. I start looking at cruises. Cruising is cruise pricing is so all over the place. You know, some cruises have a special. They throw in a $100 bonus credit, whatever. But I started looking at European river cruises, and every one I looked at was 30 to 40% cheaper than I could find it anywhere online. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is what people want. They don't want to get another job and become travel agents. They want to get great deals. So to me, the product we have, right? And if you have a great product that's affordable and makes sense, it will become a great business every single time. Doesn't matter what it is, okay? So that's the first thing that I want you to think about when you're talking to, let's face it, competitors at the other company saying we're better, why we're better, blah, blah, blah. Look, that's fine. If you want to do that business model and train people to become travel agents, I just think it's a smaller market, and it's not what most people, most average people don't want to do that. They want to go travel for a deal, okay? And we have the best deals, so bar none. The second thing I want to talk about a little bit is the button. And the button is something that I had this idea, believe it or not, 7 years ago, and there just wasn't a way to make it work perfectly until this membership. And it was really Coach and Scott who came up. I came up with the button concept, but they came up with the 250 credit, which is really the brilliant part. And I understand exactly what Malcolm was saying, that if you give out 100 buttons, if they convert, you make a ton of money. If they just spend the 250, you just gave them a nice present, right? So that's why we're spending a ton of time figuring out how to convert people, how to convert for you. And I think you guys understand how it works, but I'll just describe it one more time. I give you the button. You go online. You see 3 prices. First price, lowest published internet. So let's say that trip, whatever it is, let's say it's $1,000. The second price they see is their minus 250. So that price is now for them $750. Great deal. No big deal. That's how the button works. But the most important price is the third price. And it says member pricing, save an extra $500. Learn more. Well, when they press learn more, and I believe everybody will, because why not? Everyone wants to save money. I don't care if you're rich or you're poor, you still want to save money. So they click on learn more and a video plays. That video does the work, right? That's the sell. It's not your job to sell, it's your job to give away. Okay? Let them go at their own pace. Now you can always follow up, you should follow up, but let them figure out that they want the membership. And when they watch that video, it says, great, hey, you're interested in saving money, smart move. Okay? You can save in addition, and it goes over some more examples of how they save. Click below to join. As soon as they click below, and I don't care if it's next week, next month, next year, next decade, that button is programmed to you. So when they buy, you make the commission, right? That to me is the game changer. And I want you to talk a little bit about what's called reciprocity, right? That is when you give someone a gift, the law of reciprocity is that they are going to do something back for you. Now that's not Machiavellian. That's not I'm not forcing. That's just how human nature is. If I give you a gift, people want to return the favor. So now you have a little subtle psychology of them wanting to return the favor, not only because they like you or they want to support you, but they see a great deal. They know that this is your business. So they're doing 2 things. They get to save money by clicking, and they get to pay you back for the gift that you gave them. So I think those 2 things are what's going to create a little difference, right? And you guys are networkers. You understand how to present, how to sell. But what we want is not a bunch of networkers. I mean, networkers are great. I want 1 million networkers. But I want average people who have never been in network marketing to hand out those buttons and all of a sudden be like, wow, this works. This is a business. And if we get those people, it's over. And YTB was great for that. YTB was one of the few companies where I would do these videos for companies. I'd go to a prepaid legal, and I'm interviewing people, and it's all the top leaders. And it's like, oh, hey, I remember you from so-and-so. Oh, yeah, hey, how's it going? See you from there. In YTB, when I interviewed the first directors, this is back in 2007, I only knew one guy. I'm like, who are these people? I don't even know them. They didn't come from the industry. They came from real people who just, like, I don't know what I did. I started making $10,000 bonuses. Those are the kind of people that I think we're going to attract. That's what's going to make it different than anything out there. So I'm super excited. I think, this is going to change travel in the same way that we changed travel by convincing people it's okay to use your credit card. I think this is going to change travel in the same way. I think the button gives a brand new average person something to do, right? So when they buy the membership, they're waiting for their buttons. Your job is to help them. Hey, who do you think you should hand out those buttons to? Help them make their list of the 10 people. Help them get those 10 buttons out, right? Oh, hey Joe, did you get your buttons yet? Hey, have you handed them out? Well, let's hand those out. Let's hand those things out. How can I help you hand out the buttons? And that's the behavior. Malcolm's right. Just buying I think there are some people who will buy 100 buttons and will have success with that, but the average person is going to do the 10 to get the 3 to get theirs free. And then if they get that one more, all of a sudden you say, hey, look, you've already got yours free, but now we have other people who want to buy. And let me show you how you can make a fortune doing that. And I believe that's the key.